What is up, YouTube? Your boy is making this video to talk about how I find my daily high time frame bias. I got a comment on one of my videos about, how I do this. So this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about that and how I find my daily high time frame bias. Obviously, oh crap. Um, it's not exactly, God, I'm trying to make my camera smaller. Boom, there we go. Um, I'm not exactly sure what you were inferring off of just that comment because um to me there's no really such thing as daily high time frame bias because I don't focus on the daily really. And most traders that you will talk to that trade how I do, I don't focus on the daily, neither do they. Um but the only way that I include the daily in my overall bias for any given trading day is when we have, some sort of confluence that's pushing us bearish. As y'all can see today, I marked some stuff out because I just made a video for this overall week and tomorrow what I'm thinking about what we do with price action. But as you can see here, tomorrow, perfect example. So this is going to be a good example for me to explain to you guys. Um, my daily high time frame bias is bearish right now for tomorrow, for Monday, January 5th. Why? We have a um, bearish SMT here. Obviously, that's going to be a weekly, but you can see it on the daily right here. And we have a 4 hour bearish SMT and a daily bearish fair value gap that was retraced back up into on NQ. And as you can see, ES did not retrace into that daily fair value gap. But I do not just use the daily as my high time frame bias. I'm looking at the 4 hour, the daily on any given day. Really, it doesn't really go up to the daily, rarely even the 4 hour anymore. But I'm always wary about what's going on the higher time frames because that can push price, in different areas where if you were stuck on the lower time frames, you wouldn't know what the overall bias is for the span of a week or the span of a couple of days. Um, so yeah, I just want to get that clear. There's no such thing as daily high time frame bias because you shouldn't be looking at the daily every single day. If there's a daily low that you know price is close to, and going into the day, you think that price can make the move to go take out that low or take out that high. Good for you. That should be part of your daily higher time frame bias. You can add that to your bias. Don't make it your sole goal, life mission to go take out that high or low because obviously we're trying to target, you know, the meantime draws like session highs, session lows, relatively equal highs, relatively equal lows, or maybe any data highs, data lows that were made in pre-market. But with that being said, 4 hour and the daily, rarely I ever go on every day just because they're so high time frame that we are day traders, obviously. So being on super high time frames like that every single day, it's not really beneficial to people like us. Obviously, check them repeatedly. Make sure for example, like this, uh, retracing into a daily fair value gap, making an SMT, a confluence SMT on the daily. That doesn't happen every day. You're not going to check it and see that every day. Some days there will be no daily higher time frame confluences. That's when you scale down to the 5 minute, 15 minute. Look at your session highs, session lows, what's been swept, what hasn't been swept. Look at your draws that are in front of you, and you make a educated decision based off the skills and the experience that you have under your belt. That is my advice to all of you guys watching. Um, but luckily, there's a good example for us to look at here. Like I just already explained, I mean, this would be the only reason that I am on my higher time frame, on the higher time frames, um, using it as a part of my bias. So, hopefully this answers your question. Um, so going into tomorrow, like going into every day, um, you can peek at it, but most of the time there's probably not going to be anything there. So don't really concern yourself with the higher time frames. Um, and obviously, if there are no session highs, session lows, or the market's being weird and the news is weird, um, price action's not it's not giving, then stay off. Don't trade, bro. Stay off the charts. Do yourself a favor and save your money. But yeah, that is how I find my higher time frame bias, not daily bias, because 4 hour daily are going to be the higher time frames and kind of the 1 hour, but I don't really classify them as super high time frame like the 4 hour and the daily, because I am on the 1 hour every day that I trade, and the 4 hour and the daily don't ever really get touched unless I'm looking at it the night before and I see some sort of low that can potentially be taken out tomorrow or the next day or within the next week. Like I already explained in my other video, this weekly low, um, if we close bullish on this candle, which I doubt we will, um, then that will be a daily low that we can potentially take out within the next couple weeks or days. You never know. I mean, whenever you wake up, there's going to be a different setup in the market every single day. So, obviously we're going to be looking at what highs are available to us in the moment of us trading when macro opens or like around 9:30, what's available for us to be taken out. So, this is part of your bias. All of those other stuff, it's pretty much just your pre-entry, lower time frame stuff you're looking to enter off of to get drawn to. Um, Also, if we sweep out a daily low, or like, okay, I'll say the example first. If we sweep out a daily low, I'm automatically, going to be going into the day as bullish because we swept out such a high time frame low that we kind of have to make some sort of move off of that. Um, and if not, if we don't make any move, then it's an even higher time frame bias that we are trying to fulfill. Look, you have to keep scaling up and up and up until you find out why. There's always going to be a reason, fellas. You just have to find it. Okay? So, for the most part, if we have a daily low and that shit gets swept, I'm going to be bullish for the next day. But when I wake up, I'm not going to say I'm bullish for this whole day. I'm only going to take longs today no matter what. It's too high time frame for you to enter off of right now. There's so much that could happen. Lower time frame retraces on the 1 hour, the 15-minute, the 5-minute. You need to be trading the session highs, session lows, any lower time frame lows, like lows on the 1 hour that are relatively equal to your session highs, session lows, previous day high, previous day low, and that won't be it might not be a high or a low, bearish candle, bullish candle, bullish candle, bearish candle on the daily, but it's still previous day high, previous day low, where that candle closed at for the previous day. But yeah, stop focusing so much on the daily, because it's not really being used that often as you think. I wish I had someone tell me this back when I started, because I thought all this the high time frame. You focus on the high time frame, this that. You don't need it as much as you think you do. Look at it from time to time. Big moves will happen, and then when those big moves happen, look on the lower time frame for confirmation, confirming these big moves that will happen, so you can catch your trade, enter nice stop loss placement, and win these trades. So that's my advice to you guys. Stop worrying so much about the high time frame, and lower time frame is always there to confirm the higher time frame. Don't forget that. And that's gonna be it, fellas. Love y'all. Like, subscribe. Any more comments y'all got? I got y'all with videos, explanations as best as I can to my knowledge. Let's get this bread tomorrow. Love y'all. Like, subscribe, comment too. Peace out, boys and girls.